It's Week 12 of the National Football League. And we've got the Seahawks, superstar wide receiver. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Seahawks and the Commanders, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 24.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. This one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the first down.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. The numbers for him from a week ago, 7 catches, 54 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
Back to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched him on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So here are the Seahawks now with a long field in front of them. And they'll be led out by their 9th-year quarterback.
And bottom line, when you're because otherwise, that could come back and bite him in another ball game.
Is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Webster trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Mustang 19.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. He's got the 1st down and more. Inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also show that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance because the normal call is take care of the football, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now back to throw. That's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the 1st down. Drive 1 they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take him down and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. His 4th catch already in this 1st quarter. It's a 1st down. Back to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's man. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And the Commanders' first down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games, because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
Okay, ready?
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
They'll set up to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Seahawks at 8-2 on the year, and they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, it's Webster. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He was probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds, because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points.
And he's got it. Out of the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. From 19 yards away.
And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, two-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do.
Don't worry about your hands, though. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. The Washington offense set to take over. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well.
Come on. Hey.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Walker now on 1st and 10. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, pardon?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
No receivers open, so who's forced to put that one into Puget Sound? That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just past the 35. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And able to get this one across the 35 before he's brought down.
halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter.
Get it!
Slot man moves right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. First possession of the second half now for Washington. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Seahawks. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Now the try here for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Fighting his way through contact. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this in. We'll be back in a moment. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
70 Lions. Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do you do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
18 Cardinal.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Up the middle they go. It's Webster, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick is good. That will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. And the Washington offense going back to work. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds his man complete. That's man. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They're going to look to throw.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Now a give, right side. Webster. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Good gain there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Trying the left side with Walker. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Back to throw now in his own end zone.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
There's a quarterback who's learned his left. Interception so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And Well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of...
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go, set!
Now a draw play. It's Walker. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Track 60! Go!
Out of the gun now on third down.
That is caught. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
60 back, 60 back.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Yeah, he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. From 8 yards out.
And the Seahawks extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record.
Point after try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. And the Washington offense heading out. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back. They can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Roll, check, let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back and out. Field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
To the right side, this is Walker. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So the victory here for Seattle. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Seahawks.
Yeah. Back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the vape, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in that minimum wage.